What's up, Rockstars? So today I am filming this look for you right here. In the video I used the Maybelline lipstick from the Blooms collection in Barely Bloomed, and after I filmed it I went and I looked at myself in the mirror in my bathroom and whew, the lip was just not working. So I ended up switching it out with this Lancome, what is this called? Shine Lover 8-Hour Moisture in the shade, what is this? Amuse Bouche, I think is what it was called. Looks like this. I did haul this for you in my VIB sale haul. So if you are wondering the exact name, I'll link that video down below for you. I have missed you guys so much. I don't know if you remember in my March favorites how I said that I love the month of April and it's a crazy busy month for me, and I have a bunch of birthdays and my cousin had prom a few weeks ago. I got engaged. Yeah, so that has taken up a lot of time. Also, I am working double, sometimes triple the amount of hours currently. Hopefully this upcoming week is my last week for that, but I just haven't been able to sit down and film anything, and I've barely worn makeup the whole month of April and the whole month of May, and I'm so excited to get back here and to sit down and get to doing what I love doing. So without further ado, here is a tutorial on this look for you. So we are going to, oh no, we're gonna back up is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we are going to start off with our eyes. All of the shadows I'm using today are going to come from the Colourpop Where the Light Is for quad, made by KathleenLights. She, if you don't know, is an amazing makeup artist here on YouTube. I will link her down below because she's definitely worth checking out. And this eyeshadow quad is only $20. They're amazing. They look like this, and they're just 4 separate little pods for $20. You really can't beat the price. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. And we're just going to pop that on like so, and just tap it out with our finger just so that it is nicely blended out. And then we're going to take the first shade in the Where the Light Is duo. This is in the shade Glow. And we're going to take a fluffy shader brush like this and highlight the brow bone. Just like so. It is pretty intense, but we will blend it out a little bit. And once the rest of the brows are done too, it won't look this insane. Then next we're going to take our transition shade, which is going to be Cornelius. Looks like so. And we're going to take a fluffy blending brush like this and just back and forth. really sloppily in the crease. You can bring it down on the lid a little bit. Then I also go and buff up in the brow highlight shade just to help calm it down a little bit. Like so. You have your transition shade. And then we are going to take this shade right here. This is called KathleenLights, which is this beautiful, beautiful gold shimmery color. And I'm actually just going to take my finger for this and just kind of swirl it in like so. And just tap right on the lid. These shadows are really strange in pigmentation. They're not a cream, but they're not a powder either. They're kind of in between. So the best way to use them is with your finger. However, you know, brushes work just fine too. We're just gonna blend this out so there aren't any harsh lines. If you find it difficult to use these shadows with brushes, just go ahead and use your fingers, as long as they're clean. As long as they are clean. Okay. Okay. Then moving on to our brows. We're just gonna comb them out. Like so. And just gently fill them in. Nothing too crazy. I don't like really, really harsh brows. I think they draw too much attention to your brows and not to the rest of your face. And you want a balanced look as much as possible, especially when you're doing something really neutral like this for the eye. You don't want to go too overboard with everything else. I apologize if you can hear that shaking in the background. I am pretty high up in the apartment that we live in, and anytime a car drives by, like, the whole apartment shakes. So that's what that is, if you're wondering. Okay, then we're just going to take the other side and brush it out. This, if you're wondering, is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've never used anything else for my brows on my channel, so yeah, love it, works wonders. Now before we set our brows, we're actually going to go in with our face. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit here. For face primer today, we are going to be using the Smashbox Photo Matte Anti-Shine Primer. This I got at a CCO, so they don't sell this anymore, I don't believe, but I did only get that about 6 months ago. Dropped it on the floor. So they may still have it at CCO. Definitely try and check it out and see. But I'm just putting this in. My whole face is oily, but I don't put primer all over all of my face because it just kind of makes things look super cakey, and I don't need that in my life. Okay. Then the L'Oreal True Match in the shade N3. This is Natural Buff, excuse me. I'm gonna shake it up and pour just a little bit on the back of my hand here. Ooh. Like about that much. I don't want to flip it too much because it is a little runny. Then we're going to take the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush and just tap it all into the skin. Now, the reason why I'm tapping instead of rubbing in circular motions is because by tapping, more of the product is being pushed into the skin and less of it is being moved around all over your face and getting stuck like in the brush hairs and stuff. So that's why we tap. Just like so. And I always bring it down to my neck because I want to make sure that there are not any super harsh lines anywhere. So now that that's done, still before we set our brows, we are going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10, and we are going to conceal and highlight. And I'm just going to draw little triangles underneath the eye, like so, because this will actually conceal better than if you were just to go like that and be done. I don't know why. It's an optical illusion thing, I think. I don't know. I should research that and let you guys know. Okay. And do the cupid's bow, chin, and the center of the nose, but I'm not going to do my forehead today. Just trying something different. And I'm going to take this brush here. This is the Sigma F86 Daybird Kabuki brush because it's got this dome shape. It'll work really well underneath the eyes. Like so. To blend out the rest of it, I'm going to use the F80 that I used to put my foundation on because it will make it blend a little bit more seamlessly. Then taking the middle banana shade called Lyric. Yeah, Lyric from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I am going to just set my under eyes. And then chin, Cupid's bow, center of the nose. And I'm going to take a little bit of this and set my forehead because my forehead does get really oily, even though we're not putting any highlight shade there. Okay. Now we will go and set our eyebrows, and I'm using the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara to do this. Now we'll go in and do mascara with the Maybelline The Rocket mascara in the shade. It is so small, y'all, I can't even read the packaging. Oh my goodness. I think it's black, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Don't worry about that big old glob right there. We'll fix it in a minute. And then I'm not doing anything with my lower waterline or underneath my eye today except for putting on some mascara just to even out the bottom with the top. Because I don't think this look really needs it. And for contouring today, we are going to go in with this NYX powder blush in the shade Terra Cotta. It looks just like this. It is pretty bronzy, and I'm actually not going to contour with this. I'm just going to kind of bronze up the skin a little bit with it. This is pretty orangey. I wouldn't recommend this for really fair-skinned people like myself. But we're going to blend it out and make it work for us today. And it is also technically a blush. So I think that might be part of the problem, but that's okay. Oh, scary. I'm gonna blend this out before I even add any blush to the situation. See? Before, after, before, after. Okay. And then for blush, we are going to go in with this Colourpop blush in the shade Between the Sheets. It's this really pretty, like dusty rose kind of color. I'm really not into like this kind of shade of blush, but I've worn it every time I've put on makeup since I've gotten it, and it's beautiful. I love it. I have been converted to a dusty rose blush lover with this one. Their blushes are also the same consistency as their eyeshadows, so they are not cream, but they're not powder. They're really hard to explain. Definitely check them out though. They're super great products. The eyeshadows are all $5 a piece. Blushes are all $8 a piece. They also have lipsticks and lip liners on their website that are $5 a piece as well. They're a great brand for the price that they sell them for. I really honestly don't know how they sell them for the price that they sell them, because the products are so much better quality than the $5 and $8 that they're sold for, in my personal opinion. I'm going to blend this blush out though, just because it does look a little intense. Ta-da! Then I'm actually going to go back in with that shade Glow, and the same brush that I used to do my brow highlight, and just do the inner corners of my eye. I totally just forgot to do this step before I put on the mascara. I usually don't do this step, but it does really make a huge difference in just bringing everything together, making your eyes nice and big and bright and open. So yeah, you'll probably see that more in future videos as well. Then I'm going to take that away. I probably should use a Q-tip, but that's okay. I'm going to dip back into KathleenLights and just kind of go over it so it's not as noticeable. It's still there, but it's not as noticeable. Alright, and last but not least, I'm going to go in with the color Barely Bloomed from the new Maybelline's Bloomed collection, and this is a super pale nude color. And that completes the look. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!